So we're just headed up American Fork Canyon, and we're headed towards the Mineral Basin area. We're going to be working with a bunch of the guys over at Expedition Utah, and we are doing trail cleanup and putting up some signs, ripping out some wood ones and putting in some new metal signs. After a quick sprint up the canyon, we were lucky to make it just in time to help unload a couple of things, consolidate on rigs, and start heading up towards Miller Trail. Expedition Utah is a geographic-specific overlanding and exploring forum. Think of it like Expedition Portal, but just for Utah and the surrounding states. The best thing about the forum is how knowledgeable some people are about Utah. Even though I grew up in Utah, I've learned so much from the forum. There's so many incredible trails that I definitely want to see, and the forum's been a huge resource in trip planning and finding great ideas for great places to visit. Whether you live in Utah or you're just planning to do an extended trip in the area, it's definitely worth signing up for the free forum and getting some knowledge from people who know the state best. Many members of the forum are incredibly knowledgeable about Utah land use and are constantly working with officials to help keep trails open, to educate drivers, and to be advocates for proper land use.
Say half a bag or just one bag?
No, I think a full bag easily, and then let's have someone just dump the water at the same time. And what do we have to prod it with? We got a sacrificial shovel handle.
Hey, you want one of these one buys?
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
Do like water bag.
This was our first trip out with the group, and not only were we blown away by how many awesome rigs there were, we were really impressed with how friendly everyone was. After a group demonstration on how to put the posts in, we started to separate out and make our way up the trail, stopping at each junction to put in the posts, designating where Miller Trail goes. The trail up definitely has a few more aggressive spots and put Mike and I's lack of skills to the test, and we definitely pushed his stock 4Runner to its limits. We were definitely glad we had his sliders.
Believe.
Yeah, exactly. I'm missing my holding
This is a bait job.
So Mike and some of the crew from Expedition Utah are over here working on digging one of the posts. Essentially we're setting up posts to give trail markers on which way the Miller Trail goes, because there's quite a few little spur trails. And you know, it's just beautiful being out here. I'm going to be working on getting together some lunch for he and I, and then we'll head up to the next hole after they're done here. After leapfrogging past each other, we met up at the last hole to indicate the turnoff to go towards George Ting's grave. We don't know where it is, but
Their post office box bill.
yeah. If we're sticking to 4, we need one more.
We can maybe do 5 of this one. See how it holds up.
Yeah.
Getting everything here and getting the signs made. And Carl cut them, right? Yep. He's out of town, so we need to give Carl a big thanks. And Derek got the steel made. So it was a big group effort to get that done. These guys rocked it all.
So this is George Ting's grave. We put some signs that kind of guide people right to here. And Expedition Utah built this fence as well to be around the gravesite. But in the early 1900s, he ran a crew of miners up here mining silver. And anyways, there was an avalanche and he was in his cabin, and it totally took him out in his cabin, killed him. his family and stuff were not up here, so they shipped him down to another mining town just down the mountain a ways called Forest City. Once they got there, they read his will, and in his will it said he wanted to be here, and his workers and men loved him so much they hiked him all the way back up, and he was buried here.
But then after he passed away, his sons came and ran it for a couple years, but it didn't have a ton. No, I mean, things were tailing off around that time anyway, canyon-wide. You know, the silver, when did silver get deregulated? Like, right, not far, somewhere in that time frame in the early 1900s. This is a tough place to mine, too. It is way up here.
We then spent around 30 minutes talking about future projects for the trail and just having a good time. After that, we decided to head back down the mountain as a few groups were going to go and explore some other trails. With a few other obligations, Mike and I knew it was time for us to head out, and we started making our way down the trail, recording a few of the better spots as we went. Go drive her a little bit. There you go. You're gonna go from one rock to another here in just a sec. Turn passenger now a little. There you go. No, not that far. Just kind of, there you go. You're looking good, just nice and easy. Yeah, I like that better. Now kind of cut in. Go passenger a little. Okay, cut back a little. Nice and easy. Just keep coming straight till your back tire comes down. Back right tire has to come down that rock. Now go passenger. Keep going nice and slow. There you go. Now, yep, go passenger. A little more. Nice and slow through. You're gonna want to come off the face, so keep coming that direction.
Straight?
Yep, keep going straight. Nice and slow, your tire's about to drop. Keep going slow. There you go. Now you're gonna want to keep coming my way. Not yet. Come straight a little and then turn towards me. Okay, come towards me. Straight. Okay, nice and slow. This is where we gotta watch your back bumper, hardcore. Luckily, the scraping on Mike's bumper sounded way worse than it actually was, and we came out relatively unscathed. After that, we made our way down the rest of the mountain and started to head home. It was a really great day, and we're looking forward to going out with the crew from Expedition Utah more. If you've got a local forum like this in your area, it's something we definitely think you should join and be a part of. If you want to check out Expedition Utah, head to expeditionutah.com.